Hello everyone, Scott here from Classic Elite, and today I'm going to take a look at a game called Horn, and it's available on Android and iOS. I'm playing it today on my Nexus 7. This game was developed by Phosphor Games and published by Zynga. Horn is a very story-driven, third-person action-adventure game. And the idea is that you're a kid named Horn who has been released from the Pygon curse. And Pygons seem to be huge mechanical rock type of things that take over some sort of a living creature, including people and animals. So Horn is going around freeing people of these curses. The voice acting in the game is phenomenal. It caught me by surprise, actually. It's easily my favorite aspect of the game. The lines are delivered very well. It has a really interesting story to it, and also Horn acquires the head of a Pygon, so think of maybe Navi and Ocarina of Time, and this makes the delivery of the storytelling really entertaining and enjoyable, because you have two conflicting characters that both seem to be trying to get to the same place. Now, the controls in the game were designed really well for the touchscreen. It has a nice mix of instances where the developers are very forgiving, and other times where you do need to be pretty precise with your key hits. Now, the battle system works really well. There are some limitations with touchscreen controls, so they actually put in some really nice pacing as far as when the enemies can attack and when you can move, and it actually feels pretty fluid. Now, eventually this battle system will get pretty repetitive, and largely because it's not too difficult. So outside of the battle controls, I want to say that the navigation through the world also works really well. Even though this is a very linear game, the navigation still doesn't make it feel as though it's as small as it actually is. Think of it in terms of maybe being like a point-and-click game. That type of navigation from PC controls is what you can expect. The game is gorgeous. It runs really well on this device, and there's only been a few times where I've had the frame rate dip or there's been some stuttering, but the vast majority of the time it runs really smooth. Horn has a crafting system, and one of the neat things about it is that you can access it at any time. If you're in particular places, you actually have a discounted rate, but you can pay a premium price with your inventory stuff to actually go ahead and make an item if you are in a battle and you need to swap out an item or something along those lines. There really is quite a variety of weapons in the store, which is nice. There's hammers and swords and sickles, things like that. And also each of the weapons can have different attributes that you can buy. Healing, fire, critical damage, etc. It's also not a pay-to-win system. There is plenty of loot throughout the world. There is no reason for you to actually need to go into the store and purchase things so that you can upgrade your items. They're readily available anywhere in the game. And this brings me to really my only complaint about the game, and it's the fact that there's way too much repetition, and I found myself getting a little irritated that I couldn't get further along in the story and that I would have to just sort of grind through a new area with almost exactly the same obstacles, and it just starts to take a little bit of time and makes the game feel a little boring, disconnected. Was hoping for maybe a little bit better pacing. Well, those are my thoughts on Horn. It's a pretty good game on Android, and it's probably pretty fun on iOS as well. If you like this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook. We've got a Google Plus page, and we also have a podcast at classicelite.com, so you can give that a listen if you've enjoyed my commentary. Thanks a lot for watching.